Okay, let me be clear. I like Waves plugins. I like what they do. I like how they work, the sound results and everything. I just don't like everything else that's going around those plugins. Everything else. Hi, and welcome back. This one's gonna be a rant about bass audio. I'm sure you know who or what Waves Audio is. They are the developers of one of the longest running industry standard plugins in audio post-production. And I would like to share my personal experience lately and the 3 reasons why I have decided to purge every single one of their plugins from my system. Alright, so I have encountered a few roadblocks along the way recently while doing 2 projects while under time pressure. And silly me, I have decided to upgrade 2 plugins from the whole package I have from version 15 to version 16. And that was a bad idea. First, this one's half on me. Never upgrade during time-sensitive projects, of course. But I thought that maybe incrementing one version, not from like 9 to 16, like from 15 to 16, wouldn't hurt. But it did. Why? Well, since I have decided to upgrade, so I went to the webpage and went through the process. Went to my products section, found my 2 plugins that I was eligible to update, and then went straight to Waves Central. Did the necessary steps, installed the new version, and everything seemed to be okay. I had the green check marks, plugin installed, license, applied, verified, whatever. And then, in my DAW, loaded up the plugin, the IDX Dynamics and Max Volume, and they were in demo mode, which means no license applied. Well, that was a problem because I needed those 2 plugins. So, I reinstalled version 16 plugins, reinstalled all my version 15 plugins to eliminate, some misunderstanding in the license engine or whatever. However, the plugins remained broken. They were still in demo mode. Mind you, the remaining plugins that I have on version 15 worked fine. Only the ones that were on version 16, the upgraded ones, didn't work. I still have some version 15 plugins that I cannot upgrade anymore because I don't have them covered under the update plan. But that's okay, because most of the time the older versions work fine. Anyway, I went through the whole process, reinstalling, updating, and whatever. It still didn't work. So then I decided to, delete everything, reinstall everything from fresh. So I uninstalled all plugins, uninstalled all Waves Central stuff, went through folders, manually. So program data, common files, program files, registry entries, and certificates. I purged every single trace of Waves Audio from the system, downloaded fresh, in the Waves Central installer, restarted my machine, installed everything again, and during this step, when I was installing my very, very old version 9 plugins, there was a message that said that there is a new version of the license engine or whatever, something like that, and it's not gonna go and install the old one because the new one is there. So okay, fine. The installation of the old plugins went fine. So I closed the old, Waves Central and started the up-to-date one. Well, this is where it started to be a big one, a big problem. The license engine somehow got stuck, broken, or I don't know, it's just not working. And when that happens, you are locked out of every single UI in Waves Central in their software. So you cannot do like troubleshooting, you cannot do repairing, reinstalling of plugins, or stuff like that. So I went to their help center. Not support. I didn't contact support because like how can you do more fresh install than what I did? Then you have to then reinstall your operating system. The help center suggested to what I already did, to delete the whole Waves engine folder. I did that. Didn't help. So that led me to think about this subject a little bit more, and I came to a conclusion that everything, if I was paying for this and this happened during during these two projects, and I was paying for the update coverage, I think I would start flipping tables. And when you do stuff, when you're doing stuff and you have to finish stuff, you cannot second guess if your equipment is going to work. As I said, first problem, the half of the problem is on me because I did update during time sensitive work. But it was a simple update. Like, I have a bundle of plugins from Melda Production, and they have their own plugin manager, which selects what you have, and if you want to update that, and it's few clicks, updates. It uninstalls the old versions, installs new versions, activates the plugin licenses. It just works. So I'm confident when I would update my Melda plugins, I would be confident that they would work. Like, I don't know, we're just basically incrementing numbers. Like, I'm not sure what's going under the hood, but I highly doubt that there was some kind of big optimization going on in my case when I updated Waves. Like, come on, man. The plugins, like, most of the time, like, I'm pretty much sure, almost sure, that they stayed the same since they were programmed back then. Maybe they did like 64-bit versions, but the core of the plugin stayed the same. They don't even have oversampling. Come on, man, like, it's 2025. Yeah, well, alright, so how do I feel? Like, I feel like I'm fucking frustrated, man. I'm frustrated, I don't wanna deal with this, and I don't know, like I'm not sure where Waves is heading. And let me explain. I think that like half a year ago or a year ago, there was this thing about subscriptions, and they tried to force it on a lot of engineers and producers, or mixing or mastering engineers or whatever. And there was this backlash, and they did revert the requirement of having a subscription. But if you think about it, there is already a subscription going on in the background, because that's what the update plan already is. If you're someone like me and you use primarily Windows or PC in general, you're most probably fine, because even the archaic versions of their plugins most likely will work, so you're not really forced to update. If you use Mac, there are alternatives. There are alternatives, for every single piece of old hardware and emulations, that you can look up. Some of them are free. Analog Obsession, Arturia makes great emulations of old hardware compressors. All right, this was my experience with Waves. These were my thoughts, my feelings, and so on. But I wonder if you did encounter something like this, like these kind of problems. If you're on Mac or Windows, doesn't matter. What do you think about the whole, the performance and update plan stuff, coverage, annual payments, and so on. Let me know. I would like to read other people's experiences. So let me know in the comments below. And if you did switch from Waze back in the day or recently, or doesn't matter. If you did switch from Waze, where did you go? What bundle do you trust, or do you just go from vendor to vendor, or do you have bundles somewhere that you trust and swear by or whatever? Let me know. I would like to know as well. I'm really interested. So, all right, that's it, and hope your equipment doesn't stop working when you need to. Take care. Bye.